everybody, welcome back to Making It Up. I'm Isa and today I'm spilling the tea on what it's like to live with a capsule makeup collection. So I've been traveling for a while now, over a month, and I obviously could not bring my extensive makeup collection with me. That will be so expensive, and obviously I can't do that because I'm traveling, and I wanted to travel relatively light when it comes to the beauty side of my packing. So I had to adapt the capsule makeup concept. If you don't know what capsule makeup collections are, please, my dude, go Google it, go watch some other videos. I'm definitely not the person for it because honestly, I can never live with a capsule makeup collection, like just those things. I definitely do. You know, I'm a makeup junkie. I do need my full collection. But for traveling, it has come in very handy. I have learned a lot. So today I thought I would share my experience on living with a capsule makeup collection for a few months, what I like, what I don't like, how I kind of built it when I was packing, like my thought process behind it, and just my tips, my tricks, my experience, just in case you are struggling to pack for a long trip, you don't know what makeup to bring, or you're just someone who wants to downsize your makeup collection and only keep a capsule makeup collection with you. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, keep on watching. Okay, first things first, the why. Why did I decide to create a capsule makeup collection? Obviously, I already said this because I am traveling, and when I packed this in January, I was going to be traveling until the end of March. So I kind of had that in mind, but I didn't think of it as a capsule makeup collection. So I wasn't packing with the thought of, I need to build a capsule makeup collection. This is the only thing that I'm going to keep with me at all times, and these are the only products I'm going to be using. So I didn't approach it with that mindset, and it does not feel restrictive at all. It didn't feel restrictive when I was packing. It doesn't feel restrictive now, but you know, as time passed, I realized this was literally a capsule makeup collection for my trip. I wanted to save the space and the weight for other things in my bag, and also whenever I travel, I do find that I like to stick to a routine. I don't like to experiment as much with my beauty or my looks. I like to stick to the same looks, so I will usually use the same products, and they'll usually be natural everyday products, so I really needed to prioritize that. I wish I could have brought my entire collection with me, but obviously that's not possible. So yeah, that was kind of the why behind it. Again, didn't come into it thinking, oh, I'm gonna build a capsule makeup collection, and I think that approach helped a lot. Now, moving on to the how. The first thing that I did was defining my look. So I wanted to define the look that I do all the time. It's always kind of similar. It kind of morphs depending on the season and stuff, but I wanted to define my look. I wanted it to be, you know, something that's perfect for every day, or a look that can be built up for night, or if I want to get a little playful with it, I can also do that. But having that look in mind could really help me visualize the type of products that I needed to pack to be able to create that look day in and day out if I wasn't gonna have my entire collection with me. And then I started pulling a bunch of products that I love, like my everyday favorites, and I pulled them by category. I wasn't being restrictive at all. I just grabbed everything that I loved from each category, separated it, and then I went back in and I was like, okay, according on the weather and the activities that I'm gonna be doing while I'm on my trip and all these other things that happen while you're on your trip, I needed to compromise on the products and just see every category I was going over. Okay, this could work for this situation, this could work for this situation. And the things that didn't work for most situations that I was going to be in during my trip, they were discarded, they left. And I did that with every single makeup category: base, cheeks, eyes, brows, everything, until I was left with a pretty, it wasn't super small, it was a pretty substantial pile of products, but something that felt doable for me. And then I put all those products that I narrowed it down to and all the tools that I was gonna need into this bag right here. Hear me out. I know it looks pretty heavy. It is pretty heavy, and it looks like a lot of makeup. It isn't like your tiniest capsule collection. No, it is not. No, it is not. I couldn't restrict myself like that. Considering my collection, it is a pretty small batch of products that I brought with me. So I'm about to show you guys each category and kind of go over my thought process really quickly. But yeah, this is a makeup bag that I used. Sonia Kashuk, I believe, got it at Target like a million years ago. It's great. It has a compartment up here, which I use to keep my brushes when I'm actually traveling, but right now everything's just piled inside. So it's a little bit of a mess, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, for my complexion, I was like, you know what? I like minimal coverage. I like something that's breathable on my skin. That's exactly what I'm gonna pack. I kept it super natural and the products reflect that. For corrector, color corrector, I use the Milani Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. You've seen it a lot because obviously I've been talking about it a lot. It's the only thing I have here. For my overall base, I have my L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. This is in the shade Light. And this is amazing because it's super natural. You can really sheer it out or you can build it up a little bit if you need a little more coverage. So this is the only foundation that I brought with me. The only concealer that I brought is the Bare Minerals Original Liquid Mineral Concealer. This is in the shade Fair 1W. This is a very versatile concealer because it can be a light coverage all the way up to a medium coverage, and it isn't super dewy or super matte, so it's perfect for every occasion. I really love it, and the shade matches me pretty well. And then for powder, I did the Kosas Cloud Set Powder in Breezy. This used to be domed. I love loose powder, to be honest with you, because I have oily skin, but loose powder is crazy. And it gets all over everything. So I wanted something that was compact. This one travels well, and it makes my skin look really nice. It sets the makeup, it takes away the shine, but it makes your skin look healthy and natural still, so perfect for that. And I forgot to talk about the primer, but I did bring one primer with me for those days when I feel like I need it. I don't use primer all the time, but I wanted to bring one. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. It's really good. I mainly brought it because in January and February here in Texas, it was really cold. So, you know, really saved me from the cold, and it's good. Works under all these products, and if I don't need to use it, I don't use it, but it was here just in case. Moving on to the cheeks, this was a really hard one because I have so many cheek products that I love. I do rotate my cheek products so much when I'm home. I like to use everything I have. I like the variety. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that with these. So again, I went back and thought, what am I gonna be wearing all the time? Like, am I gonna be wearing a lot of cheek products? Do I want something super dramatic? Do I want something super natural? And in the end, I was able to come somewhere in between. I went for versatility and variety. Starting off with bronzer, I got two because I also love like cream liquid bronzers and powder bronzers, so I just wanted to bring one of each. The more natural liquid bronzer that I brought is the Iconic London Sheer Bronze in the shade Caramel Glow. This one's so good because it is so sheer, like super sheer, so perfect for every day. I use it for my everyday, or if I need it to act kind of as a base for the other one, it works, but for the most part, I've been using this by itself. And then my Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion is the other one that I brought. This is my ride or die. I love this. I think it's been discontinued, but I just wanted to bring it with me. I use this all the time as well whenever I don't feel like I need or want a liquid bronzer. I just want a little bit more oomph because this one is a lot more buildable. It can also look natural or more buildable. Also love using this on my eyes. So it's overall a pretty versatile bronzer and I love it. It's a favorite. So, you know, why wouldn't I bring my favorite with me? And then for blush, again, I went for versatility and I wanted two different formulas. I also brought two different blushes. The first one is the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush in Do We Know Her. This one already comes with a cream and a powder and it's really peachy. This is the blush that I reach for mostly every day because it's, you know, it's peachy. It goes with everything. The formula is great to blend and I love that I have, you know, both formulas in one. And I wasn't gonna bring the other one. This is the Ohii Cheek Smudge in Sahara because I already had like everything I needed here, but I couldn't live with myself if I only brought one shade of blush. I never reached for this back home. It was a risk bringing it here because I didn't know if I was gonna love it or hate it, but I actually really love it. Again, it's discontinued. I don't know why, but I just kind of wanted to, you know, make use of this while I could. And then for highlighter, I really brought something so random because I'm not like a highlighter girl anymore. I don't really use a ton of highlighter anymore. I brought this super old and disgusting Milk Makeup highlighter. This is old, like first Milk Makeup launch. I only have the tiniest bit left. It's a great highlighter. Like, I love it. It's a cream highlighter. It looks very natural on the skin. But yeah, it's really old and disgusting, but it's exactly what I wanted. Again, don't use it all the time. That's why I decided to go for a mini because I'm not a highlighter girl, but it's here if I need it. And when I have needed it, it saved my ass. It was a good choice. It was a good choice. Okay, up next I have eyes, and I think this was a category that I struggled with the most because I go through phases of wanting to do a ton of eyeshadow and then not wanting to do any eyeshadow at all. I'm currently in like a no eyeshadow phase, and I still wanted to bring something because I knew I was gonna have to film and like use the eyeshadows, and I obviously still like wearing a little bit of eyeshadow every now and again. In the end, I decided to go for more practical things, more neutral. Like I love color as well, but I decided to just stick to neutrals, and so far it's paid off beautifully. Obviously, I had to bring a mini of the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I mean, this is a mini. It's the one that I use regularly, but it's perfect because it's small and I can bring it with me traveling. And then for actual eyeshadow, I brought 2 small palettes. I decided to go for small palettes as opposed to like a big palette or like my own like Z palette or whatever, because I knew if I brought a lot of options, I was just never gonna use any of them, and it was just, you know, it was gonna be wasted space and weight. And I cannot have that. No, no, no. So I went with the Dose of Colors Baked Brown palette because this has all the browns that I could need, like warm tone browns. It has a setting shade and then, you know, some transition shades, some darker shades. Very versatile. Love it. Love the formula of these eyeshadows, and I've used it quite a bit, honestly. And then for a little bit of sparkle and shimmer, if I ever wanted some, which obviously I do because I love sparkly and shimmery eyeshadows, I brought the Rowan 75 Degree Warm palette. I love these shades. Mostly have been using this one right here, and it's really saved my ass. Again, I can go for an all matte look. I can go for just a wash of shimmer on the lid. I can combine the two. It's perfect. It was a perfect combo, and both of these are small. They don't take up a lot of space, and that's kind of what I mostly wanted. Like I wanted my options, but I also didn't want it to take a lot of space. And then I brought one other eyeshadow that I can actually use as everything. This is the Danessa Myricks Color Fix Waterproof Matte Liquid Pigment. This is in the shade Exposed, and it's this like cool tone, like taupey, mauvey color, and it's different from everything else that I brought, but I love this because I can use this as an all over eyeshadow. I can use it as a base for my eyeshadow. I can use it as lip product or as my cheek product, like a blush. And I have used it as a blush and as an eyeshadow, and it's great because it's super tiny, very versatile, obviously, because I can use it everywhere on my face. And then for eyeliner, again, kept it with the classic colors. Could not leave without my 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil and Whiskey by Urban Decay brown liner. I use it almost every day of my life to do like my faux winged liner and just smudging it a little bit on my lash line, and it works beautifully. It works perfectly. I love her so much. She's amazing. Brown liner, a must. And then because I was like, what if I ever need, you know, more colors, or what if I ever do like something more weird with my makeup? I brought the Suva Beauty Hydro Liners in the shade Doodle, and it has black and white eyeliner. I've been using the black quite a bit to do like tiny wings, and I've been loving it. The white is kind of just like an added bonus. I knew I wasn't gonna use it a lot, but if I ever wanted it, it's there, and I might experiment with it. Probably not, because my trip is coming to an end. I'll be home to my collection soon, but this is something great, and it's very versatile. You can never go wrong with basic color eyeliners. And then I went for 2 different mascaras because I knew for the day-to-day I was gonna want something a little bit more like natural and easy to wear, but if I ever wanted to, I could add a little bit of volume with another mascara. So the first one I brought with me is a Glossier Lash Flick. This is just my everyday mascara, so easy to use. It's natural. For my natural everyday looks, this is everything to me. But again, there are days when I want a little bit more drama and a little bit more oomph, and that's where the L'Oreal Air Volume Mega Mascara comes in. This does give you a lot of volume. It's a lot more dramatic, and I love it. I have been using this on days when I want a little bit more oomph when I'm filming or when I go out to dinner. I still have been using this, even though I don't use it as much as the more natural alternative. So I think it's a great pair, these two. Up next, there's brows. For brows, it was super easy because my brows are very low maintenance. I usually just run a brow gel through them and I'm done. So here's what I did. I chose 3 products that I could wear very naturally on the day-to-day, or I could build up if I wanted to. The first one is my Refy brow gel holder thingy. You guys know I never know the name of this because it's on the packaging. I'll leave the link down below. I like this a lot because it laminates my brows and makes them look really nice, but it's very natural. Like, it doesn't leave them crunchy. It doesn't add color to them. So on days when I just want the no makeup look, I can use this. On the days when I just want a little bit of color, but I don't want to do much or fuzz, I brought the Rose Ink eyebrow gel in Fill number 4. or is it just number 4? I don't know. This is relatively newer to me, and it's a really nice brow gel. It's perfect to fill in my brows slightly, and it also has like nice properties that can nourish your brow hairs, which I don't really see. I don't really care all that much about that, but you know, your standard brow gel that'll add a little bit of definition and color to your brows. Or if I want to, you know, get a little bit more dramatic with the brows, do looks for YouTube, whatever, I also brought the NYX Lift and Snatch brow tint pen in brunette. Love this, super versatile. I can use it to do like very light brush strokes. I can go more dramatic with it. And I've also combined this with either of these two, and it works perfectly. It looks really nice. And I did need, you know, there are days when you just want to fill in certain gaps in your brows, so I definitely needed something for that, and this is perfect. Okay, lips was also a category that was a little hard for me because, again, I love the variety. I have a lot of lipsticks that are very similar but different. If you know, you know. So I went a little ham with the lips. Let me show you what I have here. First things first, I needed a lip liner. I knew I was only gonna bring one lip liner. I didn't need anything else other than my Make It Forever Artist Color Pencil in Endless Cacao. Love this one. It's so versatile. You can also use it on the eyes, on the cheeks, so you can use it everywhere. If I was ever in a pinch and needed more of like a contour shade, I could use this everywhere, but for the most part, just on the lips. Goes with every lip product that I brought with me, and that's exactly what I wanted, something that was versatile and easy to use. And then a lot of the lip products that I brought with me look similar, but that was purposeful. I just wanted to bring all my favorite lip products that I just reach for every day without even thinking, even if they are very similar, because I just enjoy using them, and I know I will use them a lot, and I like the variety. First things first, a lip balm that I brought is the Naturium Phyto Glow Lip Balm in Nectar. Love this one. It gives you a slight tint to your lips, nothing crazy, but I love using this on its own or under other lip products. Perfect to moisturize. You guys know I love this formula so much. I could not leave the house without this. And then I had to bring my 3 Glossier Generation G lipsticks with me. I have my trifecta of shades. Cake, which is just my perfect everyday lip color. It's on my lips but better shade. It's beautiful. Love the formula. And I brought Leo, which is slightly browner and darker on my skin tone. I still reach for this all the time when I want a little bit more variety from the peachy nudes and I want something darker and brownier. Love this one. And then for a pop of color, because I still wanted like pops of color, I brought the shade Sip, which is just the red. I love this red so much because it is very natural, but you can definitely build it up a little bit. For some other nudes, I brought the Merit Au Naturel Tinted Lip Oil. This one's great because it's a peachy My Lips But Better lip oil. It's a different formula from the other ones. It is nourishing, it's glossy. I freaking love it a lot, even though it's a similar color, different formula. And then I brought the Jason Wu Apple Pie. I don't know the name of these. Again, it doesn't say the name, but it looks like this. And you can use this on your eyes, on your lips, and on your cheeks. Now this one, I feel like I could have left it at home. I like it. I like the shade, but it's a little too pink for me. I have used it as blush like once, but honestly, I haven't felt the need to like multitask with it. So this is probably one that could have stayed home. And then for another pop of color, because I knew I couldn't resist myself, I have the Fenty Beauty Mattemoiselle Plush Matte Lipstick in Freckle Fiesta. Discontinued again, but this is like a terracotta color. I love her so much, and it's another pop of color. I love the formula. I'm actually wearing it today. This one and the red haven't been used as much as the other ones, to be completely honest with you, but it's still nice to have these options. And then for a lip gloss, if I ever wanted something to be glossy that wasn't, I brought my Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly in Chill. This is my favorite lip gloss. I've used it on its own. I also use it on top of other lip colors, and it just adds a little bit of glossiness and juiciness to all these other formulas. So it's a very nice complementary product. Instead of bringing like a gloss of every different color that I wanted, I just brought a clear one that can transform any lip color. So we're thinking smart here. Last actual product is setting spray. I brought only one setting spray. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I always have such a hard time with Charlotte Tilbury names. I don't know why, but anyways, this is a big bottle. It doesn't look like a bottle that it is travel size. That is technically true, but I knew it was gonna be away for a while, so like a travel size I would have run out of that. So I was like, fuck it, let's just bring the big one, and it's a good choice. I use it every single day. Actually, it's so good. I love it. It's a little big. I was willing to compromise on some other products to be able to bring this because it's something I use every day. So I didn't want to skimp on the setting spray. You know what I mean? In conclusion, after living like this for a few months, after living with just the makeup that I showed you guys and a few other things along the way, I have some thoughts. And I must say I am very surprised because I thought this was gonna be so hard, like so hard for me, but it was relatively easy. I think partly because I didn't have a choice, like this is what I brought, this is what I had to use. For the most part, I didn't feel like I was missing anything, except for when I was filming certain types of videos, like my recreating Zendaya makeup video. I did feel like, you know, I was missing quite a few things for my collection. There are very few products that I was like, I shouldn't have brought that, but for the most part, I think, you know, my planning was, you know, hats off to me. I did pretty good on that front. One thing I did realize is that you get into a routine, like a makeup routine, and you cannot get out of it because there's only what you have. So it's really easy to just, you know, put on your makeup in the morning. You save a lot of time. You don't have options. That might be great for some people, but for me, I felt like it really, you know, it took the fun out of makeup for me. Like I was waking up every day, and whenever I decided I wanted to do some makeup, I was like, oh, makeup. And I just, you know, went through the motions, put my makeup on. I wasn't really excited about it. I'm usually so excited to like sit in my makeup desk and like put my makeup on and, you know, choose what I want to use, experiment with different combos. You know, that's what's fun about makeup to me, like the experimentation and like playing with products and playing with looks. And with a capsule makeup collection, I don't have that, and I really do miss it, and I really do want it back, which I will have it back thankfully in a few weeks. I think if you're someone who isn't very into makeup, like you just like to use your basic products, you have a routine set, then capsule makeup collection will be great for you to just organize your products, not buy anything that you don't need, and it would help with a routine as well. Like it would help you be a little bit quicker. So yeah, if you're someone who doesn't enjoy makeup or who likes makeup but it isn't anything, like, you know, you're not crazy about it and you're not crazy about new products and you just want something that gets you out the door every morning, then a capsule makeup collection might be for you. But if you're like me, you love makeup, you love experimenting with it and trying new things and constantly mixing your makeup and playing with everything that you own, definitely do not get into capsule makeup collections unless you're traveling. I think for traveling, if you're traveling, I think it can be very beneficial. Like it served its purpose while I'm traveling, and now I'm just ready to get back home, put literally every makeup product I own on my face, and just get back into the joy of putting on makeup again. And that, my friends, is a wrap on today's video. I hope it was helpful. I hope you learned a lot. And if you still have some unanswered questions about capsule makeup collections and stuff, I'm not an expert, but I can give it a go. So please let me know down below. If you are a capsule makeup collection enthusiast, let me know why you love it. If you enjoyed today's video, then please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. It helps me out a lot, helps the channel grow, and it lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content I put out. And if you're into super easy and real makeup and beauty content like today's video, then make sure to subscribe. Buttons down below, you know what to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I hope to see you right here for my next one. Bye, everybody. Mwah.